Something coming up in the energy really strongly right now is that you are not an individual that is isolated inside of only your consciousness. You are connected to the earth. You are connected to what happens upon the earth. You are connected to what happens within other individuals' lives. So this is a shared space where we are on this planet. And so where you progress within your being, the boundaries that you overcome within your being and what you expand into, everyone else is benefiting from this as well. So your success, where you rise, other beings rise. Where you stand up, other beings, that gives them the power to stand up too. So the question for today to think about is, where are you hiding your power? And where are you not extending that power into the world? Where do you hide that? Where do you hide that? An answer should come immediately into your mind when that arises. An answer should come immediately to mind. You already know where you are withholding your power from the world. When you look to see in your experience right now, within the world, especially what has been going on the past couple years, you see so much that has been the powers that have been taken away from people. So this is for everyone to do their deepest shadow work, to see what within them they have not been looking at, because now it has been being forced for beings to do their shadow work. Where do you comply? Where do you comply? Where do you give in to another person or another system or a government's power? Where do you give your power away? This is also within your own self, to yourself. Where do you hide that power? Right? So where are you not allowing yourself to see and to be yourself? And how is that being reflected in the world now? So these are very, very important things to think about, because now is the time we should be moving. Now is the time we should be rising. Now is the time we should be coming together. Now is the time to rise in our power. It's not a different time. There is not a different time for this. Right? So when you think of your highest possible vision, when you think about your highest possible manifestation, does that include the earth and the whole of the earth? Does that include changing the world and having an impact in the world? Or are you only thinking about yourself and your own little isolated bubble of individualistic thoughts that are anyways keeping you suppressed? So that's very important to think about. When you think about abundance, when you think about expansion, this is connected to the whole. It's connected to other beings, to other people. How are you offering yourself up to the world? How are you offering yourself to the divine, to the earth, to Gaia, to helping Gaia and the earth come into her power to protect her animals, to protect her people? Okay? So anything that is against freedom, including within yourself, okay? Including within yourself, means that you are stripping power away from yourself. You are stripping power away from your very own self. And this is what brings depression. This is what brings stagnancy. This is what brings lack. All of these things that the systems of control are also trying to make people feel down, insecure, fearful. Okay? So this is a time to look within your own being. In the collective, everyone's undergoing this. right? The world's gone through major, major changes in the past 10 years. Huge, huge changes. So where do you withhold freedom from yourself? Where do you self-sacrifice in order for things to be maybe easier for you, convenient for you, right? A lot of this world is based upon convenience, not based upon truth and freedom. So it's something to think about very deeply. Okay? Where do you prefer convenience and maybe even peace over telling the truth? Right? What's real peace? Real peace only comes with telling the truth. Telling the truth from your being of your direct experience. So these things are coming up really strongly right now. So bringing them to you to think about, because these are really interesting times in the world. And, I have been traveling quite a bit these past many years. And all over the world, you see oppression. All over the world, you will see oppression. And mainly from the systems in power. But who has the most power in the world, truly? Well, it is the collective of people. It is actually the people, but the people don't have the power if they don't take it and claim it for themselves. So the only way to have it is if we are using it. But that's why manifesting your reality is so important. You're not only manifesting it for your individual self, you're manifesting it for all of the earth and all inhabitants. That's what's very important to know. So extend yourself beyond yourself. Extend beyond yourself. Focus on true freedom, not on convenience. Not on convenience, what's convenient, what's easy, necessarily. Because this boldness and courage will open you to new spheres of your own power that you cannot access without being bold and courageous. You will never be able to have true power if you are not willing to take leaps of faith and risks in your experience. So this is about boldness. This is about courage. This is about freedom. This is about resiliency and finding out what you are truly made of. So, very strong energies coming through at this time. I hope that you take them in and utilize them to your highest potential that you possibly can in this moment. This is your life right now. This is your experience now.